Ladies and gentlemen, Commander of Marine Forces Reserve and Marine Forces Corps, Lieutenant General Stephen A. Hubbard. Hoorah! That's what the Marines say. But the Navy, hoorah! All right. Glad everybody's motivated today. The Marines first came to New Orleans in 1778 when a company of Marines arrived aboard the boat Naval. Welcome to a very special day and the end of a historic era. To our generals and admirals, to our senior civilian dignitaries, to our commanders, to our friends and family of Naval Support Activity, and to the Marine Corps, those of the Marine Corps Support Facility, welcome and thanks for attending today. I'd like to give a special thank you to General Mize for his efforts in the development of Federal City and this grand headquarters. I'd like to thank and recognize Ms. Jackie Clarkson for her support, as well as Ms. Kristen Palmer, Ms. Kathy Lynn Waneker. And I can see that this is a sentimental day, but we're certainly not losing the Navy. The Navy will still be here, but you are gaining your sons and daughters and your brothers and your sisters in the United States Marine Corps. Having only been here a couple of days, but living on the Naval Support Activity and was still absorbing the magnificence of this new city-supported headquarters, buildings, and grounds, and reading the extended century-long history of the NSA, one cannot help but feel the reminiscent tugs at one's sentimental and emotional side at the closing of the Naval Support Activity New Orleans. The history of which a summary has been recounted both verbally and is in your program is significant and varied, starting in 1901, as has been stated. Of course, I'll benefit from much of that history, being a resident of the soon-to-be renovated LaBeouf Lot Country Retreat, also called Quarters 1, or Quarters A, which has been and will continue to be the quarters for the Commanding General Marine Forces, Reserve and Marine Forces North. My lovely wife Sherry and I are as excited to live in this historic house as the many who supported the preservation of this wonderful property. There have been numerous eras and transitions for the NSA. The Navy and the Marines both have a long history in New Orleans. With the Navy, some of those eras and transitions included the area being an industrial shipyard, a base for managing naval personnel, a naval armed guard center, a naval repair base. The history even includes the Army, when the Quartermaster Corps was on the East Bank. And then, as I stated, in 1778, a company of Marines arrived aboard the appropriately named armed boat Rattletrap. Andrew Higgins developed the Higgins boat, which carried thousands of Marines ashore during the apple popping campaign in the Pacific during World War II. And then 4th Marine Aircraft Wing, 4th Marine Division, and 4th Marine Logistics Group moved to New Orleans from other U.S. locations, and then finally the Marine Forces Reserve is designated here as the higher headquarters. And actually, much of the histories of the Navy and the Marine Corps here in New Orleans ran parallel and only crossed on certain occasions. But now those multiple events brought us to this significant day. The BRAC determined that the NSA was to be closed. The proposal to create Federal City, including the housing of Marine Forces Reserve headquarters, was approved. And the Marines moved to Bywater now to Algiers this very year. The histories of the Naval Support Activity and Marine Forces Reserve, along with the actions of the federal, state, city officials intersected to enable this historic day to occur. And here we are. The ceremony today reflects the tremendous cooperation and perseverance to see this project through to the achievement of a magnificent vision in creating a unique military commercial community. It portends a model for other cities and their military facilities and personnel. I am incredibly impressed with the proactive relationship between the city of New Orleans, the state, and the military. And I look forward to participating in future engagements and cooperative endeavors. To Captain Harrison, bravo Zulu, and a job well done. Fair winds and following seas, simplifying your life. To Lieutenant Colonel Ford, who I know is already a personal investment in the Marine Corps Support Facility, we look forward to working together to assure the highest quality of caretaking for this marvelous facility and continued community participation. I have the utmost confidence in my installation staff in overseeing this new and amazing Marine Corps facility, which is the envy of other Marine forces, as the Commandant said on Wednesday. To my good friend, Admiral Alexander, thanks for all of your tremendous support. The Navy Marine Corps team is alive and well, and we appreciate the continued relationship that we'll have with the Naval Air Station Belle Chase. In the end, the Navy's contributions to the city of New Orleans for more than a century provides a great legacy for the Marine Corps to emulate and expand upon. We can't thank our local, state, and federally elected leaders enough for your Herculean efforts in providing a wonderful home for your Marines here in New Orleans. The activation of this facility bookends and capstones the Marine Corps presence in New Orleans, which commenced. Did I mention it commenced in 1778 with the Marines arrival? To all the sailors, Marines, and civilian leaders who have planned, coordinated, and directed this project, many thanks. We look forward to supporting the community and participating in community service in the greater New Orleans area, and we pride ourselves as being the best of neighbors. Les bon temps, brûlez, and semper fi. Thank you very much.